What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys the best 4-man switch stick blitz in college football 25. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So I do want to say that I will have gameplay for you guys at the end of this video. So this is not one of those videos where I just go in practice mode, stay in practice mode, and y'all don't ever see gameplay on it. So I don't personally believe in those. I do my best to avoid that at all costs. But in today's video, man, I think y'all will love this. Now, I want to say a couple things first that for transparency, I do want to go ahead and show you this. So everything that I do, for those of you guys that may not know, I clicked on the wrong thing. Those of y'all that may not know, I do everything on the highest difficulty possible, which is going to be Heisman for college football 25. So that is as far as the defensive side of the ball, and this is as far as the offensive side. And I just do it like doing this just so you guys can see that I'm not on, the lowest setting possible and trying to give y'all some BS. I don't believe in that, but anyways, this is going to be a very, very informal style video. It's how I like to do mine. I think y'all get the most out of it. So first and foremost, I do want to say that I do have an ebook. Well, I am going to be having an ebook here very soon. Probably by the time you see this, I may have one, but if not, keep checking back up on it. And my website is allthingsmadden.com, and the link to that is in the description. So go ahead and check it out if you enjoy this style of video. Now, the defense we're talking about is going to be the 3-3 odd or 3-3 mint is how they have it on here. Now, as far as playbooks, I had it pulled up for you guys. So the playbooks that this is found in is 3-2-6, it's found in 3-4, and it's found in 4-2-5. All right, and again, that's 3-2-6, 4-2-5, and 3-4. All right, now very, very important we talk about this next. So for personnel, personally, I love to put my fastest guy, well, my best athlete here. Let me put it that way. So it doesn't have to be the highest overall person. It's just a great athlete. So right here, I'm actually going to put this guy Factor. Now, just to show you who this guy is, just so I could just kind of show you how I personally do it. Now, I like to actually, how I use this defense, I like to go to just left outside linebacker. So it's going to show me left, outside, right. It's going to show me all that. So I like to just use the fastest person who has the most agile, because it doesn't matter that he's 65 overall. That means nothing on this game. I love to look at speed, agility, and acceleration whenever I'm using this defense. So that's why I do have him in there. And his name is cool too, so I thought that was pretty dope. Alright, anyways, a couple things we want to make sure we do first. So you want to make sure that auto flip is off. Again, please make sure auto flip is off. Now, we'll talk about these settings here in a little bit. First, I want to go over just the blitz and how to use it. And we'll also talk about these settings too. It all depends on what type of opponent you play, okay? Now, but most importantly, you need to make sure auto flip is off. Now, I want to go over what you can use, like what plays you can use this setup for, okay? Now, I love to use this on any play that has 4 offense or defensive linemen blitzing. So we can do this out of cover 1 press, we can do this out of cover 3, we can do it out of Tampa 2, we can do it out of cover 3 match, cover 6, technically nickel trap 2, technically, but you can do this out of the you can use cover 3 cloud, cover 2 man, you can use both man blitzes right there. So you get the idea, right? So just anything where you're blitzing 4 people. All right, now I'm just gonna do this out of cover 3 just to keep everything simple. Now I do plan on putting an ebook out on this formation. Now when I do, it'll be way more in depth and have way more setups, way more schemes. So this is just one scheme you can run, okay? And you will dominate with it. Now you want to flip the play. Now, a great way to tell how it's flipped or not, because I know it looks similar, so it may be hard to look at it. You want to look at the up top purple. So notice how it is on the left side up top. That will tell you that you're correct. So if you ever look at it and see it on the right, you need to flip it. All right. Now, so we're going to go ahead and choose cover 3. Now, it doesn't really matter as far as this what we pick now, but for transparency, I do want to go ahead and show you the offensive lineman. So we have a 96 overall, we have an 86 overall, 81, 86, and 90. So they have one of the best offensive linemen in college football, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get into this. So I was trying to find something that is kind of somebody might run. So this high-low dig is definitely something somebody would probably run. Okay, now First, I want to go over just the regular blitz side of it, and then I want to show you switch stick, because you don't have to just switch stick with this, okay? So don't think that. It just works best if you do. It's basically a nice wrinkle. But the 4-man blitz is this right here. So you want to shift your defensive line to the left, and to do that, you press the left directional, and you hit the left stick to the left, and that's going to shift your D-line left. Now you want to shift your linebackers to the right. So to do that, you hit the right directional, hit the left stick to the right, shift your linebackers right. Now, you can technically user who you want to, but personally, I like to user this guy. So I like to leave my linebacker on the right down there, and I like to actually stand about right here. Now, from here, you want to double tap the left directional. I'm sorry, you want to tap the left directional, slant your line to the left. So we're going to slant our defensive line to the left, and you want to quarterback contain. Now, last step, technically, you can run it this way, but I don't like the quarterback contain, but we need it on that left side. So the right side quarterback contain by our right defense end is not needed. So we're going to double tap the left directional, select circle, and we're going to go ahead and blitz him. All right. Now, if you're using switch stick, put them in any zone other than a quarterback spy. It's harder to do with the quarterback spy, but for right now, if you want this blitz to have a better chance of getting in, then blitz your user. So you can user yourself. He's not on the hook, he's blitzing, but you can user, this is basically just cover 3. That's what's cool about this, because we're only going to be blitzing 4 people, so you can play standard cover 3. All right. Now, next thing I want to mention is that you want to hold L2 is how I like doing it. I don't really like holding R2. I prefer L2. I think it helps to grab their attention a little bit better, and then we're going to go ahead and get out and try to cover something. So that time I think we just took too long for the blitz to get in, but I'm still going replay, kind of show you why I like this setup. Now what's going to happen is we're going to try to hold either 79 or 70's attention. Either one. Normally that's all we need to do, but right here the quarterback contain did something that normally doesn't happen, is that he goes inside and goes on the inside shoulder. That normally doesn't happen. Normally they're going to stay outside. So we'll set it up a little bit faster. Again, that's to shift our defensive line left, shift our linebackers to the right, slant our defensive line to the left, quarterback contain. Take that guy out of quarterback contain, and right now we're not talking about switch stick, so I'm just gonna blitz my user, and then we're going to be able to come across. And although we didn't get it there, I love the sheds that we get out of it. Let's see if we can get it. It's more consistent in the actual game, and keep in mind this is Heisman, and also I am using Duke, which means that I'm not using the best team, and I did that for a reason, just to show you guys that if you want to get this more consistent, obviously it's going to be better if you use a better team. But this does definitely work. And like I said, I have gameplay to show you guys, even though we're not getting the loop right now. Oh, let me see if I can get this loop to come in, man. And I got the gameplay for you guys and everything, like I said, but for some reason it's just not wanting to come in how we want it to. But what's good about this, even if it doesn't come in like we want it to, the pressure is still great. So if you kind of take a look, you can kind of tell how the pressure is, but I don't know why this is all of a sudden not coming in how it's supposed to. But see if we can. There it goes. I don't know why it wasn't working, but as you can tell, you gotta kind of really hug their attention. And again, on Heisman, it's inconsistent on Heisman, but on the other difficulties, it gets easier and easier. And if you have better defensive linemen or better defensive players, it actually works a lot better. But as you can tell, this is normally what's going to happen when you do this, and I'll show you again. But you just need to grab one of their attention, and a lot of times, as long as this quarterback contain does what they're supposed to, where they attack the outside, this defense works great. And as long as our D tackle actually slants left, sometimes they just don't, sometimes they get stuck or they just don't do it properly. But this is the animation we're always looking for, and when you get this animation, now we're going to be able to get our pressure home. Okay, that's why I wanted to run it a little bit for you guys. And don't worry, y'all, we're going to be taking even a deeper dive into this. I haven't even talked about switch stick. I just want y'all to see that this blitz definitely does work. It's one of those that's good because it doesn't, we're only blitzing 4, and I haven't even talked about if you want to send 5. We're just literally talking about 4 right now. So any type of 4-man blitz to me is just going to be perfect. And right there, I don't know why it's not coming in like I wanted to, but anyway, we'll keep going with this. Now, if you want to switch stick it, I'm gonna show you this in a second, but you just want to make sure he's manned up. Let's go ahead and get it. There we go. At that time, we actually got when we manned up to the running back, sometimes we actually get other guys that come free, just like this right here, where they kind of just disengage and just pass him along, and as you could tell, he was actually about to loop around the edge too. So it's very unpredictable. That's why it's kind of hard to make a video on it. But from this point forward, I want to go way more in detail with switch stick. All right, so for the switch stick, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you go over here to flats. You want to put your flats at 0, and I personally like to put my curl flats at 20. So I play around with 15 or 20, but I like to do 20. Now, real quick, I want to talk about this right here. So if you're getting a lot of triple option style, or where they like to run the little pitch, because that's starting to become meta now, you want to make sure this is on aggressive, and both of these are on aggressive. That's how I like to do it. So that way the pitch man is always accounted for, so your user would just go after the quarterback, if that makes sense, because the quarterback is going to be left open. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, you can do conservative, and now your job is to go after the pitch man yourself. So you're not even worried about the quarterback. You're going straight for the pitch. So however one you're more comfortable with, that's how I like to do that. So anyways, we'll make sure we're all good here. And again, you don't have to just do this out of cover 3, okay? So on the ebook, I do plan on putting the ebook out. I'll show you how I would use this for other coverages, how to blitz more people, in which I'm gonna go over one more blitz for you guys. So if you really want to just get, you know, instant pressure, you can blitz 5, but I don't like blitzing 5. I like doing it out of 4, because it's very consistent other than what it's been showing, I promise y'all. And you'll see on the gameplay here in a second. So let's go to another formation just because. Let's go to something let's go to something like this. So let's just go switch wheel, or we'll switch, why not? Okay, now in the compression sets, the good thing about this blitz is that it really doesn't matter, but anyways, we're gonna set it up the same way. Now what you want to do is, it all depends on where you want to go. So I like to put hard flats either on this left side or on this right side, and as y'all can tell, all you need to do is step to the left side of your defensive tackle, and you'll be able to put them in a hard flat on this side or this side. So it depends on me. I like to determine it to where the strength is, or I like to determine my switch stick to where my where my solo purple is, because if you switch stick, it's gonna be hard to grab that purple, which is fine. So it's two ways you can do this. Either you can switch stick onto this hook curl, or you can switch stick onto this purple, and you could just, you know, you could judge that yourself. So because I'm right here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch stick onto our hook zones. And now let me kind of show you why this is good. So let's say that we had a very, you know, standard combination of, maybe they might take why didn't I let me, there we go. All right, so maybe they might have something like, you know, something like this, you know, just something very basic. Just something, you know, something along the lines of this. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out here right now. All right. Anyways, you get the idea of a flood concept, right? So the goal point of this is, as soon as you want to go ahead and grab his attention. I didn't get to grab his attention, but you basically want to try to switch on to either that hook or that purple. So in this case, I was aiming for that purple, but I missed them and I grabbed the hook, which is fine. The reason why I say it's fine, look at how they play at 20 yards. They're able to drive down, and this is just not open, if that makes sense. So you can actually just switch onto him, and notice what happens when I switch him. Notice how when I switch him, because I have him at 0, he's going to work straight down that line. So he actually, in a way, is able to play both of these routes at the same time, to where if I wanted to, I didn't even have to run this way, my user. Literally, I could have just came back to the middle to look for work, and I would have seen this guy. But look at how this works. So I'll try to grab the attention of him, but even if I don't, I get a good shed. All right, so like I said, it's one of those things where I promise y'all, it's way more consistent. You're gonna see it on the gameplay how it comes in. It's just I'm not, for some reason, getting the animations that I want. But anyways, this time I'll show you on this side. Let's see if we can get the animation I want. It could be where I'm standing too. You want to make sure you kind of stand in the perfect spot. So play around with this in practice mode. You'll see kind of like where it works best at. So let's see, we can hold his attention, and then we can kind of, you know, find some work, obviously. So I'm more concerned with this. I was looking at this blitz, but when you run this yourself, you don't want to look at the blitz. As you can tell, look at how they actually disengage. That's what's great about this. Now, when you use this, you want to make sure that you're not staring in the backfield. So you want to trust that your blitz get home. I'm just doing this because I'm recording, but I'll show you how I do this in an actual game, okay? Now, personally, because the running back's on this right side, I would actually want my hard flat to go to the right, and I would actually take triangle, and I would actually put him on a, I'd actually shade down, and then put them on hard flat, and then I'll take my X and put them in a purple, if that makes sense. So the reason why I would do this is because now I don't have to worry about a backside drag, and because I'm switch sticking, I can switch on to my hook curl, and I can go guard anything that's deeper on that left side, if that makes sense. But anyways, kind of show you this here. So you want to try to grab his attention and then go ahead and click here, and then you want to be able to look down the field. You're looking down the field, you can't really worry about whether your pressure gets home or not. And again, we're only blitzing 4, so I'm actually, right after this, I'm gonna show you how I would blitz 5, because we have the option to. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and man myself up to the running back. This is also, like I said, another way you can do it. And then you can switch up top, and then you can actually, you know, drive down, make a play on circle. But to me, it's only rushing 4, but there's, as you can tell, like, these disengages are just extremely glitchy. And I think if you have a higher overall person here, he might actually get better angles. But either way, you could just kind of tell that this is LSU. This is literally the best, one of the best offensive linemen in the game on Heisman, and this is just the third, you know, tier 3 team. So, you know, to be able to get this consistent pressure should be able to tell you that this defense is just, it's incredible. Especially if you just go against not as good offensive linemen, it gets way better. But anyways, last thing I want to show y'all is, let's say you just, you know, you want to guarantee pressure, right? Maybe you're tired of sending 4, maybe it's 3rd and long, you want to send a little bit of heat, some guaranteed heat. So you can actually use the same setup, but what we're going to do now is I personally like to press. It's not I mean, you don't have to press, but we bring that slot cornerback closer, and you want to take and blitz that slot corner over there, X. All right, now this is one way you can do it, and I'll show you the other way, and we can still set it up the same way. Now if we're blitzing that slot corner, you can afford to do a double quarterback attain, because that slot corner will now guarantee to come outside. You just want to make sure your line is slanted to that left side still, though. So you can definitely still do it this way if you like. And then I would just take X and put him on a purple myself. And now we're just going to play a true cover 3 style, try to grab his attention, and then you can tell we'll be able to get that looper in literally every time. I'm not even joking, y'all. You can get that looper every single time with this setup, okay? As you can tell, it literally has no choice to get open but to work at this point. So you can send 5 this way if you want to. Now if you don't want to do that, there is another way you can blitz. So I know I told y'all I was only gonna show y'all that one, but I'll show y'all another one too as well. What you can do is still slant them, but now we can just go ahead and just blitz X and then quarterback contain this way. Until now, we're just gonna kind of guarantee somebody without taking our slot cornerback out of it. So if you just wanted to do it this way, kind of like a 3-3 penny style, you can do it that way too as well. Go ahead and get the looper in, as you can tell. So it doesn't matter how you want to do it. That's the good thing about this defense. So you can blitz either or. So if you want to, like I said, disguise it a little better, you definitely can. And it's gonna just make this looper get in just about every single time if you blitz that extra person. But if not, then you can still keep doing 4. So anyways, I'm just gonna do it one more time just because I want to, and I'll do a switch stick one with the quarterback spy to kind of show you that one. But that's literally gonna wrap it up for this video though, because I'm gonna show y'all some gameplay after this, and then that'll be it. So it's just highlights of the game, because I was lagging a lot, so I wasn't able to stay in at defense the whole entire game because it was just doing too much when I was lagging. I did end up winning, which you'll see here in a second. But anyways, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for this video though. There it goes. Ended it on a good note. Like I said, man, that's what's cool about this. That's what's cool about this blitz. That like it's so random that right there you can tell just how 79 just got extremely glitched out, and look at how fast that pressure gets in there. So when I tell y'all, man, this is one of the best probably 4-man blitzes that you'll see. I truly mean it, and you'll be seeing more of this defense for sure. But I just wanted to get this out to y'all. But anyways, man, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I got my gameplay showing, so y'all stick around for like 50 seconds. But I appreciate y'all. Drop a like if you did enjoy this, and let me know how you liked it in the comments. And I pray that y'all have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.
It's one thing to execute.